What are your strengths and weaknesses? This is a very simple question with literally no scope of any confusion. Interestingly, even before you begin job search, you know with 100% surety that this question will be asked to you in every job interview you are going to face in future. And yet, most of the professionals do not take this question seriously and lose an opportunity to impress an interviewer by preparing very casual and generic answers to this question. My name is Kevin Kutto, and in this video, I am going to explain how you could answer this question in most impressive way and nail it in an interview. Before we begin, I want to request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel Career Tips by Kevin Kutto by hitting subscribe button below the video. Dear friends, your subscription, your likes, your shares and comments help me in my mission to reach out to the maximum number of professionals in India and help them to build a successful career. Now let me begin with the simple question. Why is this question being asked in any interview? Now let's understand that we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. And when we have these strengths and weaknesses, we also carry them to our workplace, right? We can't separate them out from our personality. We can't keep our strengths and weaknesses at home and go to the workplace because they are integral part of who we are as an individual. Now, when we are hired for a job role, we are expected to perform job responsibilities listed in the job description, and our strengths will help us to perform those job responsibilities effectively. Similarly, our weaknesses could create roadblocks and stop us from performing well. And that's the exact reason why an interviewer will ask this question to assess if you are the suitable candidate for this job opening or not. Now that we understand why this question is being asked in any interview, let's understand common myths around this question. The myth number one is you're supposed to be perfect. That's not true at all. We all human beings, including an interviewer, have our own strengths and weaknesses. So be assured that you are not going to reduce your chances of getting selected by sharing your weaknesses honestly. Never tell to the interviewer that you don't have any weakness. The second myth is you can share any generic strengths and weaknesses. Now you might be a very good dancer. Your dancing strength might be a very useful if you are appearing for a dance teacher's interview. But same strength will become irrelevant if you go for the sales executive job or design engineer's job or software engineer's job, right? So always look at your strengths and weaknesses through the lenses of job description, because that is how interviewer will look at them. So make sure that your strengths and weaknesses are relevant to the job opening. Third one is frame your strength as weaknesses. This is very common practice many professionals follow. This is not a good practice. Typical example of this is I am perfectionist. That's why I take more time because I go in very details of each task. This is a way to present your strength as a weakness. Never do this. Interviewer is not a silly person. He's not a stupid person. They know what you are trying to do here. So instead of that, I prefer that you tell your weaknesses very honestly. And the last but not least, it's okay to lie and manipulate your answer to crack the job interview. My suggestion is be honest when you answer this question. Knowing your own strengths and weaknesses genuinely is a sign of self-awareness, right? So do not manipulate this answer. In fact, be 100% honest and make sure that you're putting your strengths and weaknesses in a way which will impress an interviewer and portray you as an honest individual. Now that we understand what are the myths around the question and what we should avoid, let's understand the steps how to arrive to your strengths and weaknesses. Step number 1, list down at least 8 to 10 job responsibilities on the paper. That is the first thing you should do, right? Where you will get them? You can get them in the job description document or a JD document. Now once you get them, the second step which you should follow is list down at least one skill set which is needed to perform each job responsibility. For example, if it says that you should know CAD modeling, or you should be able to do CAD modeling by using CAD software. So what is the skill set needed for doing this? You need to understand, you need to use a CAD software like Creo or CATIA. So that is the skill set needed. So you need to write down at least one skill set needed to perform each job responsibility. That way you will get at least 8 skill sets needed to perform this job well. Now the skill set could be technical, it could be a tool, it could be leadership or soft skill. That doesn't matter. Now once you do that, ask this question. What are the top 3 skills you are best at? Now what do I mean by best at? You could do these steps, you could do this task without anybody's help or guidance, right? And in fact, other people seek your opinion in these areas. So that is what you are best at means. Similarly, you have to ask this question. What are the 2 skill sets where you are literally poor at? Now what do I mean by poor at? You need other people's guidance and help in order to do that task. Now let's take example. Let's assume that you are applying for the job role of on-site design team leader, and here are some of the job responsibilities in this role. That is managing the team of engineers and to deliver projects for a global client, coach and mentor team, technical problem solving, work with the clients to select a technical solution, deliver working design concept as a requirement. So these are some of the top job responsibilities in the role of on-site design team leader. Now if you follow the steps, I come up with the 3 strengths and 2 weaknesses. I'm not going to go in each step in detail, but I will answer what are my strengths and weaknesses and how they are connected with these job responsibilities. So let's talk about strengths first. My strengths include 10 plus years of work exposure with the global clients located in NAR, LAR, Europe, Asia, which has helped me to build confidence of understanding global design requirements and delivering them successfully, keeping in mind their cultural and communication need. I have delivered at least 20 plus critical projects in the capacity of individual contributor and team leader. So if you read this carefully, what I am trying to do, I am not just making generic statement, I am very specific with the data. So whenever you are explaining your strength, you should always put data supporting it, you should always give incidences or examples supporting it. That will make sure that your strengths have weightage in it, right? Now I'm not going to go in detail of each strength, you can read it, but pattern is same. Now understand this, I'm not manipulative. Whatever strengths I have, I'm mentioning them honestly. So let's talk about weaknesses. Weakness has a little bit different pattern than strengths. So when you tell your weakness, be genuine, be honest, but make sure that it always follow with the action plan. So for example, my weakness include I'm very average in preparing great PPT presentations, which I believe as a very important skill in order to convey my design to the overseas client. I struggle to put my thoughts in limited slides. Does it look genuine? Does it connected with the job responsibility? Yes, but after that I am giving my action plan. I have worked a lot in terms of improving in this area. I always review my PPT with subject matter experts in my company and get their feedback before presenting it to the audience. Their feedback has helped me to improve a lot, but I still believe that there is a good scope of improvement. So I am putting my action plan and how that action plan is helping me. Similarly, I have put down other weakness which I am not going to go in details, but you can pause the video and you can just read it. The pattern is same. Now, caution, do not copy these answers as it is, because you need to prepare your own answers As I told earlier, you need to assess yourself honestly. That will help you to create self-awareness, which is very important in order to grow in your career. Thank you for watching this video. Comment if this was useful to you. And yes, do not forget to subscribe, like, share and comment.